Hey there. My name is Olivia Lee Anderson, and I voice Freya. Today, I'm reading Search and Destroy. Monte Carlo, Monaco. When I became a bounty hunter, I quickly learned the questions to ask my clients. You wanted me to come here tonight. This was all a test. It was a calculation. I had to be sure you were right for this. And then there are some questions. Right for what? For a problem no one else has been able to solve. I think you might find it particularly interesting that are better left unanswered. I could hardly believe it, that years after Emery left Overwatch, he began working for Talon. At some point they'd lost track of him, and now Max wanted him back. Why? I couldn't say. But I was determined to find out. You should have led with this. Leave him to me. Oasis, Iraq. Emery Sorolla. I'd wager you never expected him to land on your little quarry ledger. Moira O'Dearan. She was a stain on Overwatch's reputation, and it seemed she'd sunk even lower with Talon. She always found backers with the least oversight and the deepest pockets. But Emery never did what he did for the money. Tell me, Freya, how long's it been since you've seen your erstwhile cohort? Nearly a decade. When he left Overwatch. You can't resign. The strike team needs you.
Tell that to the strike team. They don't seem to hear me when I point out how loose protocols got. Doubt they'll even notice I'm gone.
All right, fine. I need you. My team needs you.
Make friends with Vivian. Take your concerns to her. She'll listen.
And what about you? Will you be okay? Overwatch has been your life.
I'll be fine. I've already gotten a few offers to consult on global security. Just promise me you won't let this place change who you are, Frey. Keep up the good fight. It's worth it.
Interesting. Well, quite a lot can happen in a decade. Just look at us. Both gainfully employed by the very organization we once sought to destroy. This is just a job. I work for myself. Yes. Well, your semantic gymnastics aside, one must go where one's unique talents are appreciated. Funny though, how changed he was when he appeared on Talon's doorstep. When was that? A few years after his defection from Overwatch. He was rather choosy about the assignments he accepted. And he was cold, calculating, ruthless. I'd hired him to help me procure, shall we say, exotic materials hidden in a highly defended R&D facility in Burkala. Emery disappeared from the operation, leaving me to fight on my own. I assumed he'd been captured or killed. But when I made it to the objective, I found him there, waiting for me. And that became his modus operandi. Going dark during and between missions, only to suddenly reappear to ensure success. As to his current whereabouts, I couldn't say. But you goody two-shoes were rather chummy whilst serving together in Overwatch. Perhaps the clues you seek are buried in your own precious memories. Istanbul, Turkey. Emery and I were close, both professionally and personally. But I was hardly the only one who looked up to him. Whereas the other members of the vaunted Overwatch strike team seemed untouchable, superhuman even, Emery was different. He built relationships with the entire support staff, including those in search and rescue. In his native Turkey, he'd served in the special forces, remained close to his former squad mates and family. I'd made the trip myself once, during a break from our Overwatch duties. Everything's delicious, Mrs. Sorolla. Please, call me Zara. Any friend of Emery's is more than welcome in our home, especially one so pretty.
Mom, please.
I'd returned to Istanbul to see if his parents might know where I could find their beloved son. No such luck. None of this was like Emery. But then, if what Moira told me was true, maybe I never knew my friend at all. With no other leads, I turned my focus to the jobs Emery had taken for Talon. I quickly found Moira's mission in Bacala. She was after something for her genetics research, but the facility served other purposes. All my instincts screamed the other was important. But how? I met with Mauga, who had helped Emery infiltrate a black site in Guatemala. Bro was stone cold. Lots of killing, not a lot of talking. Kinda tanked the buzz, you know? Widowmaker had worked with Emery to destroy a weapons facility in Hungary. And Emery disappeared during the mission? Well, for a short while, he disabled his tracker. Reyes was my final stop. He'd fallen far since I'd known him in Overwatch. Whoever that was with me in Luanda, it wasn't Emery. What do you mean? The old Emery couldn't tie his boots without consulting the Red Manual. But on that ship, he was different. I'd come nearly full circle, and the story remained the same. Emery had become a cold-hearted killer. No remorse, no emotion, not even a clear pattern of motivation. It made no sense. What had happened to him? What was I missing? The terrible things I'd already learned about my lost friend were more than I ever wished to know. And yet, sadly, still not enough. Then, a break. I recognized one of the sites Emery had hit, and now Helix installation in Kinshasa. We'd visited before, in Overwatch. The jobs Emery had taken for Talon were at or near satellite command centers where global security was monitored, and where Overwatch was often debriefed. The strike team didn't exactly prioritize meetings with the support teams, but Emery did. While the information housed there was valuable, it wasn't what Talon wanted. And yet, every command center had been within striking distance of Emery's jobs for Talon. All but one. Security logs showed multiple minor breaches at the facility in recent days, as if someone was doing reconnaissance, readying for a strike. If I wanted to prove my theory, there was only one way to find out. Pilot, take me to Riyadh. Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. My instincts were right, but if Emery had done this, caused this carnage, could I do what needed to be done? What happened here? The soldier, like a demon? His eyes. Who? Emery. He was going to kill me. Emery! Emery, stop! After all the years we'd served together, all the shared memories. I just want to talk. The victories, the defeats. Please! My lost friend. All the time I'd spent wondering where he'd gone, only to find a monster. There he is! Fire! Kill it! In my business, there are questions you don't ask. No. Like why I'm being hired. I certainly didn't ask Mex that, much as I wanted to. And in that moment, I didn't have to. Finally, the terrible noise stopped. All around me, chaos. No. Destruction. And then, in the smoke, a shape.
Frey, is that you?
Not a demon this time. Not a monster. Only Emery.